Daylight savings is by far the least favorite topic that I encounter as a pediatric sleep expert, but it doesn't have to throw your sleep off completely because I am here to guide you through all of it. Hi, my name is Sarah, and as the lead certified pediatric sleep expert at Your Zen Baby Sleep, I have helped over 650 families get their sleep in order. And part of that is adjusting to time change, such as jet lag, travel across time zones, and the dreaded daylight savings time. So let's talk about it. I'm going to be very honest and give you my very best advice as a person who has been helping hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of families adjust to this awful time change twice a year for many years. Just wait until the time change happens, look at the clock, and then put your baby down or your toddler down or your preschooler down at that time on the clock on that Sunday. This is my best advice based on my own experience as an expert and really as a mom and my personal experience as, my own sleep journey. So what this means in November is that our clocks are going to fall back. So if your child's bedtime was 7 p.m., they are going to look at the clock on Sunday and it actually falls back to 6 p.m. Their body is going to feel like it's 7 p.m., but the clock is going to say 6 p.m. They're going to start showing cues early. Really, it's just an hour. It is not going to throw off your entire life if you push them 1 hour on Sunday night to just stay awake until 7 o'clock. It'll take maybe 3 or 4 days for the rest of the schedule to adjust. And how we do that is we just look at the time on the clock the next day and continue to offer naps and bedtimes at the time on the clock in order to help their body get on the correct schedule. The key here is we are using schedules. I don't love wake windows. If you're new here, I tell you to throw them out the window at 4 months old because there is no science or research or backing to them. So if you're using wake windows, this is a great opportunity to stop using them. Head over to my blogs and find the schedule that is most appropriate for your child based on their age, because it makes it so much harder to figure out a wake window when we're switching times, right? It also makes it really hard for your child to nap well, to get into deep non-REM sleep, and really to just plan your day when you're consistently using wake windows forever and ever. So when we're using a biological sleep schedule, if your baby's naps, let's say, are supposed to be at 9, 12:30, and 4, on that Monday, just put your baby down at 9, 12:30, and 4. Their body's going to feel like it's 10, 1:30, and 5 because the time change has moved everything earlier by an hour, and that's okay. By the end of the week, they should adjust and everything should be smoothed out and easy for you, and the time change will just be a thing of the past. I really would love to just stop there and say, this is exactly what you should do to adjust to the time change, but I know that there's some type A parents out there like I am too, and you want to do something ahead of time in order to prep for the time change. So if this is your preference, on the Monday before the time change is to happen, which is, remember, is 2 a.m. on Sunday night, start to move the entire schedule 15 minutes forward or later every day or two. The important thing here is that you're using a schedule, not wake windows. This is why it's critical to use a schedule for your baby, because otherwise there's not going to be a set or anchored nap time or a set or anchored bedtime to move 15 minutes forward. Let's say, for example, your bedtime is 7 p.m. What we want to do is by Friday night, have bedtime be 8 p.m. The goal is to have our schedule slowly shift later by a full hour by the time Friday, latest Saturday hits. So that on Sunday, when the baby wakes up, they are going to wake up 1 hour earlier on the clock, but it's actually going to be their regular wake up time. The pros of this method are that you can feel like you have a little more control and we can slowly push a baby a little further to adjust everything very gradually. The cons are that babies don't always jump to the new schedule within a 1 week period of time, and sometimes these increments take longer than 5 days to adjust. I don't want you doing this for 2 or 3 weeks. That's way too much time to to spend on schedule adjustments for a 1-hour time change. This is why I really do strongly recommend considering just adjusting on the Monday when your child has already experienced the time change after the fact. If you have questions about the time change that is coming up in November, please leave a comment below. I'm happy to answer them. And on your way down, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel so that you are the first to know when I publish my latest sleep videos. And as always, from my living room to yours, thank you so much for coming today, and I can't wait to see you next time.